and that's include this fiction, okay? Not the non-fiction, because non-fiction is about like biography or maybe about a history. So we know that the narrative text also has a structure. So just to remember about the general structure of narrative text.
No.
No. No? Not at all. Okay. That's correct. The first one is orientation. And the second one, continued by, okay, what is it?
Complication.
Alright. And then after complication, we have
Resolution.
okay, good job, Nuraziza. So this is the general structure of narrative text, but they also have a moral value at the end of the story. Okay? Alright, so now after we play some games, I will explain some material before we move to the listening activity, okay? So you can take out your book and take notes because this is really important. So the first slide is about narrative text. So narrative text is a text that tells us a story or entertain the readers, right? And there's also fiction and non-fiction. So there are also the general structure, like I told you before. The first one is
Orientation.
the first one is about orientation or the opening. This is introduced who, where, and when. And the second one, after orientation,
Complication.
They continue by complications. This is the problem or the conflict appears in the story. So, and after that, what do you think?
Solution.
Resolution.
Okay. They have orientation and then complication. And the next one is
Resolution.
okay. The next one is resolution. So what is resolution, Ipan?
Is also the ending of the story.
Okay, good job. Okay, maybe the other one? No? So say. Okay, right. This is solve the problems. And then the last one. What do you think about the last one?
The moral value.
Right. We have moral value or closing comment of the story. Right. For the next one is the language features in narrative text. So, narrative text, it tells about the past, right? So what do you think the language feature that they use in narrative text?
Past tense.
Simple past.
Okay, they use simple past tense for language features. Here, this is used to tell events that happened in the past, and then there are also the the example of it. Maybe Aida, you can write a lot for us, or read a lot for us.
Simple past tense is used to tell event that happened in the past.
Okay, maybe the example one.
Grew tired of the player.
Okay, so the next one is adverbs of time. So this is adverb of time are used to show when an event happens in a story, like then, suddenly, after that. So this is can makes you easier to find, to understand about the sequence of events. Okay. The next one is what to focus on when listening. So there are some points here. Maybe could you tell me about what we have to focus while listening? What we have to focus on when listening?
Focus on the story and also character.
Okay, right, the characters. And then the other one maybe?
The places.
Alright, so the first one is about the main idea. So focus on the main idea, what the story is mostly about, and also the characters, right? This is who are the main characters, like Ipan said, and also the setting, okay, like where and when. And then the last one, the second one is the sequence of events. This is put events in order, like what happened first, and the next, and the last one. And also we have to focus on the conflict, like what bad thing happens, and then they continue with what? After the problem happened?
Moral value.
No.
Resolution.
Yeah. Before moral value, we have to focus on the resolutions. And then we have the moral value or message. So you have to focus in what we have. So we have to focus to all of these points, okay? And the next one is the signal words. So we have 3 points. There are orientation, communication, and resolution. So when I hear about once upon a time or a long time ago, so it's in the orientation, communication, or resolution.
Orientation.
Okay, right. And then after that, when I heard about like so one day or suddenly, is it the communication, is it the resolution, or is it the orientation?
It's communication.
Yeah, it's the communication. And then the next one, if I heard about after that night, blah blah blah. This is the orientation. Okay. Okay, correct one. This is the resolution part. Okay, so this is next slide is about how to explain or create alternative resolutions. So we have 3 tips, like how the problem is solved, and then the character's decision, and the resolution or lesson. So you have to pay attention to all of these details when you make or create alternate resolutions, okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
This is the example. So perhaps you, maybe from one of you can read for us about the example here. Okay. You can try to.
The problem is solved when the hero discovers that the monster is actually protecting the village.
Alright, next one.
Finally, the hero decides to stop fighting and listening to the monster.
Okay.
As a result, the village becomes safe, and the hero learns that not every enemy is truly an ally.
Okay, so this is how you make some alternative resolution. So you have to change from the original story, okay? Do you get it?
Yes.
Alright, maybe we can move to the listening activity for now. Okay, so now I want you to please count from 1 to 4, start with hand up.
1,
2, 3, 4, 1, 2,
3.
Okay, so from the number 1, you can sit with the number 1, and number 2, you can sit with the number 2, and so on. Please, to sit with your peers. If there are like additional members, it's okay, you can join the third one, okay, the third team. Okay, from the number 1, you can sit here. 3. Number 2, you can sit on here. Okay, 3, you can sit, yeah, do that, okay. Alright, so before that, I will give you some rules. So you have to focus on the audio. I will play 2 times, and then you have to divide your focus, okay?
Yes.
You have to divide. You have to divide your focus with your friends. Okay, so for example, maybe Aida and Ayla, because you are in team, right? You have to listen together, and you have to divide your focus. Like for example, Aida, you can focus on the first part, like maybe the orientation part or maybe the resolution part. It's up to you, okay? You can decide whatever you want with your peers. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. I will give you like 1 minute to decide with your friends what the focus will be about. Okay? Okay, so please, you have to define your focus. So, after you divide your focus, are you ready to divide your focus with your peers, everyone?
Yes.
So, I will play the audio for the first time, so you have to please listen carefully to this audio. You have to focus, and the second time you have to think with your peers, okay? And after that, you can start your discussion. So now you have to focus and really pay attention to every details.
Once upon a time, a country mouse lived quietly in a small village. Her mornings were peaceful, walking through the fields, listening to birds, and enjoying the fresh smell of her cousin. Soon they entered a large house and climbed onto a large dining table inside a house.
Okay, so you have to ready with the second time. I will play the second time.
Yes.
And after that, you can discuss with your peers, okay?
Okay.
And once upon a time, a country mouse lived quietly in a small village. Her mornings were peaceful, walking through the fields, listening.
Okay, so now I will give you some times, about 5 minutes, and you have to discuss with your peers, okay? You have to answer, and then you have to discuss the best answers, and then we can discuss together after you discuss with your peers. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so you can discuss with your peers now. I'll give you some 5 minutes. What do you think? Is it hard or easy for you?
It's hard.
Okay. Any questions from the other team? Maybe from this team? Do you have any problem? No? Okay. Have you already finished discussing with your peers?
Yes.
Good job. So now, maybe we can discuss together about the answers. But before that, I'll give you a point when you answer my questions, okay? Alright, so for the number one, this is the main idea part. So who wants to answer those questions? Okay, from the team A, you can answer.
What is the story mainly about? The answer is A. A mouse who compares life in the city and the village and learns where she truly belongs.
Okay, so why did you choose the A answers for this one?
Because the mouse, it seems like the audio is.
Okay, maybe the other one from the other team? Same. Okay. Alright, this is correct. So the option A is the correct one because it summarizes the entire narratives, okay? Alright, I'll give you 1 point, and then the next one is the B part, is the characters. So who wants to answer this part? Okay, maybe I don't.
So the main characters in the story is the city mouse and the village mouse.
Village, okay, and then next one is?
Cat.
Okay, good job. Plus 1. Okay. Okay, the other one, the C part is about the same. So who wants to answer this part?
My partner is.
Okay, maybe we can give the opportunity to the other team first. Okay, Adin, you can answer it first.
Where does the story take place? The answer is the story takes place in the village and the city.
Okay, maybe the number 2. When does the story happen? Okay, Adinda.
The story happens long time ago.
Okay, good job. Give applause for the team C. Yay! Right, so next one is about the E part, the second event. So who wants to answer the part of the story? Okay, Adinda from the team C, you can answer. Please do stand up while you answer my questions.
Okay, the other part.
Do you have another opinion? No?
No.
Alright, so maybe we can move to the last one, is discuss the answer with your peers, okay? So, I ask you, if you were a country mouse, what would you do? And would you stay in the city or return to the village? And you have to explain. Want to answer my questions, you have to move in front of the class and tell the others. Okay, from the TV, you can move in front of the class. You can share your ideas with your friends. Okay, what?
You can say city, they have a kind of food.
Okay, and then you agree with Ella?
Yes, because in the city there's everything.
Okay, good job from Aya and Ella from TV. Give a applause for them. Say it again. Alright, so maybe we have another opinion from the other team.
Yes.
Okay, from the team C, you can move in front of the class with your players. So, you come to do say C or return to village.
I think I just made it because it's like a better habit.
Okay, so from Adin and Aziza, you agree with the part answers?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can explain or maybe you can give additional opinions. Okay.
Same way be fun. I prefer to live in house.
Let's still enter, okay? Let's still first, okay? Alright, and the from the team B, it's easy. Alright, so another answers, another questions is the last one. Okay. Okay, the last one is, can you briefly imagine a different ending for the story? This is, you have to make alternate resolution or alternate ending, right? So want to share your ideas with your friends, you have to move in front of the class. With your friends. Okay, from the team C, okay, you may move with your friends, okay?
With your partner.
Yeah. Alright, so can you briefly imagine a different story or different ending of the story?
I think I can put the ending. The mouse can survive in the city, and also maybe I can put the difference of the city.
Okay, can you answer that?